Ever walked into a room and felt invisible? The lights are bright, conversations sparkle, and somehow your glow hides in the corner. Darling, I know that feeling. Yes, even I did. Here's my confession. I learned to be seen by learning to be still. Not louder, not busier. Still. They called it an aura, a mystery. I called it the pause. The world rushes. A woman who doesn't is unforgettable. So sit with me a moment. Powder on your wrist, lamp turned low. I'll show you how to make a room fall quiet without saying a word. First, breathe like you mean it. Not shallow little gasps, but slow, velvet breaths that widen your ribs and soften your shoulders. Your nervous system hears the message. We are safe. We are certain. Confidence begins inside the lungs. When you exhale, drop your shoulders a whisper lower. Already, you're different from everyone else rushing for the punchline. Now the pause. Imagine you're about to cross a doorway. Freeze for 2 seconds just before you enter. Not stiff, darling. Still, like the air waiting for music. Chin a touch higher, eyes soft, one hand resting where you'd keep a secret. 2 seconds is eternity in a noisy room. When you step in after that, the world's rhythm is yours. It follows you. I learned it on sound stages where time was money and all the men wore impatience like ties. I'd stand just off the mark, feel the heartbeat in my wrist, and count. 1, 2. Then I'd slide into the scene. The camera loved the delay. People do too. The pause suggests you're worth waiting for. Make your eyes a promise, not a demand. Hold eye contact half a heartbeat longer than polite. Then look away as if you just remembered a delicious secret. Eyes that never blink are hungry. Eyes that drift and return are magnetic. When someone speaks to you, listen with your face. Tilt your head slightly, soften your mouth, and let your lower lashes shadow your gaze. I used to smile with my eyes first, mouth second. It made every smile feel like a choice. Your voice is silk you can wear without clothes. Drop it down, slow it down, warm it up. When you speak, imagine your words resting on the listener's collarbone. Don't rush to fill the silence. Let sentences land. My trick? I'd read a grocery list like a bedtime story, breathing between items until even milk sounded like a promise. You don't need perfect grammar to be irresistible. You need rhythm. Seduction isn't the dress. It's the friction between what you show and what you hold back. I used to walk like a secret with good news. Wait on the ball of one foot, then the other. Hips telling time to a slower clock. Not swaying for approval, swaying for gravity. Before you take a step, pause, shift your weight, then glide. No stomping, no rushing. If you feel the hem brush the back of your calf, you're moving beautifully. Let's talk perfume, because memory likes to live in the air. Choose a scent that feels like an afterthought, not a billboard. One drop behind your ears, one on your wrists, one on the back of your knees so the fragrance rises when you move. A scent should be a rumor people want to chase. And never drown yourself. If they can smell you before they see you, you've given away the plot. Now, my beautiful confession about confidence. I didn't wake up fearless. I woke up tender. The trick wasn't to kill my insecurity, but to dress it for the party. I gave my insecure self a job. She reminded me to prepare. Sleep, water, whisper nice things in the mirror, choose my colors. But when I stepped out, I let my radiant self lead. You can do this too. Name your radiant self. Call her forward when you enter a room. She doesn't replace your vulnerability. She escorts it. Try this mirror ritual before you go anywhere important. Sit with one warm light, not bright. Touch your lips with color, not to become someone else, but to underline who you are. Red isn't just a shade, it's a boundary. It says, this mouth chooses. After the first coat, blot, breathe, then press a second layer. You're building a promise that doesn't shout, it lingers. Then lift your chin and tell your reflection one sentence you can believe tonight. Not a fairy tale. Something like, I move slowly, and they listen. The mirror loves honesty. In love, darling, passion isn't fireworks every night. It's curiosity, attention, and a little restraint. Give warmth, then a breath of space. Be close, then step back a few inches so they lean in. People fall in love with the spaces between closeness and mystery. Once, at a crowded dinner, I laughed, touched a shoulder lightly, then turned my attention to the candle flame for a second. When I returned my gaze, the room leaned toward me. You don't have to do much. You only have to leave room for the room to miss you. There's a secret to exits that most women forget. We think staying longer proves we belong. No, sweetness. Leave 30 seconds earlier than comfort suggests. While the energy is high, keep your smile. Let your eyes say, more later, and go. Your last impression writes tomorrow's invitation. Before we go further, I want to know something. Which tiny ritual makes you feel instantly more magnetic? Your scent, your stride, your voice, or your pause? Tell me in the comments. I read them like love letters. And if this is stirring ideas, tap like and subscribe so you don't miss the next secret I whisper your way. Now, boundaries. Because feminine power isn't just softness, it's shape. People respect what you protect. Practice saying no the way you'd take off a necklace, gently, deliberately. Try this line. I'd love to, but I'm choosing rest tonight. Smile, don't explain. A clean no today buys you a powerful yes later, and that yes will glow. When you feel insecure, don't hide it under noise. Make it elegant. If your hands shake, give them a job. Hold a clutch, cradle a glass by the stem, trace the rim of a napkin as if you're reading Braille. Channel the flutter into detail. I used to anchor my hands by brushing my thumb along my ring finger, a private little metronome that kept me slow. Your face tells stories before you speak. The delayed smile is a masterpiece. Hear their question. Breathe. Let your eyes say, I heard you. Then smile. It feels intimate because you placed it, like a jewel, not like confetti. And if you don't want to smile, don't. A neutral face with soft eyes says, I'm thinking. Thinking is sexy. Fashion is more than fabric. It's choreography. A pencil skirt asks you to move like a secret. A silk blouse begs for a gentle breeze. Shoes change your language. Choose pieces that slow you down by design. An inch of heel is a metronome. A bracelet with a quiet chime reminds you to move your wrist like a dancer. You're not dressing to impress. You're dressing to pace the room. Keep your circle small and your compliments precise. Don't say, you look great. Try. That shade near your eyes looks like midnight. Specificity feels like attention. Attention is love. Love makes people glow. Watch how they open when you notice one small, true thing. If you want desire to stay, keep a little mystery between you and your mirror, and between you and your lover. Don't narrate every thought. Leave an ellipsis in your day. A story unfinished is the one that keeps them awake. Let me tell you a scene I remember like perfume. I'm in a studio corridor, lights buzzing, men with clipboards tapping feet. I'm late. Everyone thinks I'm scatterbrained. I stop one step before the doorway, set my weight over my left hip, count to 2, tilt my chin as if listening to a distant song, then step. The hallway hushes a fraction. Not because I'm famous, because I'm unhurried. Unhurried people are rare, and rare is irresistible. At home, make your getting ready time ceremonial. Low lamp, soft music, a little tray for your rings so the ritual has a beginning and end. Brush your hair like it's a violin. Moisturize your shoulders as if they were invitations. Your body learns from repetition. This is how we treat a woman we respect. The world copies how you treat yourself. And when you're already in the room, remember this. Don't chase attention. Command atmosphere. Speak when you have something warm to place on someone's heart. If people interrupt, wait until the moment has space again, then continue as if nothing happened. Quiet persistence is royal. If you feel overlooked, change your tempo before you change your outfit. Slow your blink. Lower your voice to the point where they have to lean in. Leaning in is the oldest magic trick. It pulls bodies closer without anyone noticing who moved first. And love. Choose with your eyes open. The right people won't be frightened by your softness or your steel. They'll adore that you laugh with your whole mouth and say no with a smile. They'll respect your exit, and they'll wait for your return. I'll leave you with the simplest technique of all. Before you enter, touch the doorframe lightly, like a piano key. It tells your body, we're stepping into a scene we already own. Then pause. Count 2. Breathe. Glide. The room won't know why it changed temperature. But you will. Every woman can awaken her Monroe effect. It isn't a costume, it's a cadence. Breathe like velvet. Choose like a queen. Smile like you mean it. Leave while they want a little more. And remember, the pause isn't empty. It's where your power gathers.